What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to this early morning Sharpe Shorts. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So the video of Sha'Carri Richardson assaulting her boyfriend, significant other, quote-unquote, partner at the airport has surfaced. It has finally surfaced, and, you know, for all intents and purposes, she is absolutely guilty of assault. We'll read the article, but for now, let's take a look at the video in its entirety here. This is courtesy of TMZ Sports. Okay, so just kind of follow me. So here she is already. There she is. There's Sha'Carri. And you can tell, obviously, she's pissed off. You can see the boyfriend tries to walk away. She follows him. It looks like she swung on him right there. Still walking away. Still walking away. She's obviously... Again, she's following him. She's following him. She has no interest in... And there it is. There's the push. Hold on. Let's back it up. There's the push. Boom. So there's one assault. Look at this. She literally... Boom. She pushes him. Guys, this is violent behavior. This is violent behavior. Man, oh man. Then it continues. She's still talking to him. You can see he's still trying to walk away. She's still assaulting him, and she pushes him again. This is incredible. She pushes him again. Holy smokes. And you can see that, and obviously it's not over yet. Look at this. Right here. They're still having a discussion. Sha'Carri is not letting him walk away. She is on him. She is on... Dude, she's still swinging on him. Look at this. This is incredible. Still swinging on him, following him all the way through TSA. Here they are right here. They're still discussing things. So you can tell that she actually assaults him. She assaults him on many, many, many different occasions. Guys, I got to be honest with you. I wasn't a Sha'Carri Richardson fan for obvious reasons, right? She represents everything that is wrong with the so-called black community. She's ratchet. You know, she may or may not be a switch hitter. And as a matter of fact, I actually thought that she might have been bisexual. I thought, and don't quote me on this, I thought she liked women. I thought she was, I guess she really is sort of the embodiment of a switch hitter. I thought she had a girlfriend. It was my understanding that Sha'Carri Richardson actually had a girlfriend. But I guess she is now, strictly dickly, I suppose. I don't know if that's a thing anymore. So let's go ahead and read the article here. We'll watch the video again, but let's go ahead and read the article here. And this is courtesy of TMZ.com. It says Sha'Carri Richardson forcefully shoved her boyfriend multiple times during a dispute at an airport last month before appearing to throw something at him. New video obtained by TMZ Sports shows. The incident took place on July 27th at Seattle-Tacoma International Airport in King County. I actually used to live out there, Washington. And as you can see in the surveillance footage we just got, the Olympic gold medalist appeared furious with her partner, Kristen Coleman. Kristen Coleman is a fellow sprinter. This, of course, is him right here celebrating with Sha'Carri. Obviously, she has very, very, very long fingernails. Very long fingernails. The article continues. In the clip, Richardson is spotted grabbing Coleman's backpack before getting in his face. Coleman seems to try to get away from her, but the track superstar continues to follow him before she eventually pushes him into the wall. And that is where crime number one was committed. It continues. Coleman again appears to try to defuse the situation by turning away from her, but moments later, Richardson can be seen shoving him again. Of course, here are illustrations of that. The couple's quarrel made its way to a nearby checkpoint where suddenly Richardson appeared to hurl an item at Coleman's head. The two talked for several minutes, and once Richardson left the area, a gaggle of cops showed up and questioned Coleman. Oh boy, so somebody must have called 911 and said, hey, get out here. There's a bitch whooping a nigga's ass at the airport. Port of Seattle police documents state Once Richardson talked to officers, she told them the tiff started because Coleman had taken her electronic headphones.
Stop the cap.
That's not cap. Or that's obviously not true. Quote, Richardson advised she did not assault him in any way, police wrote in the docs, and the dispute was only a verbal argument. Clearly, the video shows otherwise. The video shows otherwise. So, hard R bingo is underway. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. Right? I suppose this could be I suppose this could be sort of a hard R bingo thing. But again, it's as though they all have the same playbook. It's as though they all have the same playbook. This woman clearly assaulted this man, yet when the cops showed up and said, hey, what's going on with you? No, I didn't do nothing. And my question is did she not think, you're at the airport. You're at the airport. Do you not think that they're going to have surveillance? Do you not think they're going to have, there are cameras literally everywhere at the airport. Standard operating procedure, but then she tells the cops, I didn't do nothing. It really, I don't know, it kind of confuses me that the cops wouldn't just go right to it surprised me they wouldn't go right to the film. Wouldn't go right to the film. Obviously, this is her and Christian Coleman. She seems to like him very much. Authorities said they arrested Richardson after reviewing the surveillance video. Well, there we go. She was ultimately booked on a charge of fourth-degree assault and spent roughly 18 hours behind bars. On Monday, Coleman, one of the fastest sprinters in the world, defended Richardson's behavior, telling reporters, quote, it was a sticky situation all around. Guys, this is why women, particularly black women, continue to show their ass. This woman clearly assaulted this man several times. But here's Christian Coleman talking about this was a sticky situation all around. I'm sure it was. And be that as it may, that does not rise to the level of her assaulting him. I'm sure it was a sticky situation. According to Richardson, it's because he took my headphones. We all know that's a lie. But here he is defending her character, defending her behavior. And guys, here's the thing. If she acts like this in public, with people around, law enforcement around, cameras around, can you imagine what she's like behind closed doors? Can you imagine what she's like behind closed doors? Here's his tweet. He said, she's a human being and a great person. She has a lot of things going on, a lot of emotions and forces going on inside of her that not only I can't understand, but nobody can. She's one of one, and I'm one of one too. I have no idea what that means. Let's listen to Mr. Coleman here.
Personally, I feel like it was just a sucky situation all around. I don't feel as if she should have been arrested. You know what I'm saying? People have discussions and emotions and stuff like that. And she have things that she need to work on for herself, of course. And so do I, so do you, everybody. And
I agree, but again, she assaulted you, my guy.
Type of guy, I'm in the business of just extending grace and mercy and love. And
extended grace and mercy and love. Do you see how forgiving we are as men? Forgiveness and grace and mercy and love. Do you think a woman would afford a man that same kind of leeway? Women are absolutely ruthless. They really are, especially when it comes to situations like this. They lie their collective asses off. They say whatever they have to say to get out of whatever situation that they're in. This woman clearly committed a crime on camera, yet here is her boyfriend defending her behavior. It was a sticky situation all around, blah, 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 blah. And we wonder why black women are like this. It's because the men that they are with justify this behavior.
I feel as if I don't try to look at obstacles either. I just look at situations like this to just take a step back, analyze yourself mentally, and then just try to see what you can do to be your best self so that you can.
This is all bitch babble. This is bitch babble, guys. That's what this is. What this man is doing right now is he is using bitch babble, which is the nonsensical drivel that women spew when they have nothing intelligent to say. They do this to appear intelligent, enlightened, and educated. This guy is basically trying to obfuscate the situation.
Move forward so you can just be the type of person and a human that God needs you to be for his kingdom.
Oh, here goes the God thing.
So, that's kind of how I look at the situation, and I hate the narrative too of just like, you know what I'm saying, it's so negative, but like I said, it's just like in the state of
There is no narrative. We all saw the video.
Seattle, even talking to the cop or whatever, he was just like, it really was nothing I could do, and just like, I understood, but I mean, like I said, it was just a sucky situation, but
he seems like a decent dude. He seems like a good guy, but Xanatos Clutch says, in other words, Sha'Carri had that wild, crazy hood rat wop, and he is hooked. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, you know what we say? Crazy in the head, crazy in bed. Sha'Carri Richardson, that bitch crazy. We know she's fucking crazy. We know she's crazy. Ultra talented. Love watching her in the Olympics and on the track in track meets. Outside of that, no way.
A human being and a great person. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying, like we've been able to be like really good teammates like all year. And I hate that narrative too because you know, us coming together like we're just two like real dominant personalities. And she's, to me, the best female athlete in the world. Like I see it every day. And like, you know, for me,
hey, listen, he might be right. Sha'Carri might be the best female athlete in the world. And guys, let's not get it twisted. Let's separate the art from the artist here. I never liked Sha'Carri Richardson until last summer. Okay? Devin and I, and again, last summer, those Olympics, the 2024 Paris Olympic Games, I can't remember an Olympics. I can't remember an Olympics in my lifetime that rivals that. I mean, we had the American track star, Sha'Carri Richardson, the USA basketball team, winning the gold medal. Like, America, we showed up and we showed out. And I'll never forget the 4x100 I think it's the 4x100 relay. Sha'Carri was running the anchor. We're watching this. Devin and I are watching this live. She's running the anchor. She gets the baton. She's in 5th place. She obliterated the field to win the gold medal for her team. And right as she crossed the finish line, she looked at her opponent. I was like, okay, I'm in. Because I said, hey, look, man, she might be a hood rat and she might be ratchet, but you know what? She's our ratchet. Now Black says, that's our ratchet. Absolutely. Say what you want about Sha'Carri Richardson. She might be a ratchet and she might be ghetto, but guess what? She's our ratchet. Okay, she's one of the best female sprinters in the world, if not the best female sprinter in the world. Just like this guy said. Be that as it may, that doesn't excuse this behavior. I don't care how dominant her personality is. That doesn't give her the right to put hands on you.
My process, like I just said, like moving training groups, a whole new environment, a whole new, you know what I'm saying, training setup, different than what I've been in the past, like, 10 years of my...
No idea what this has to do with your woman putting hands on you, Mr. Coleman.
Track and field career and transitioning and then still coming back running 9.8 and feeling like I got so much more to give. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my path and that's my journey, and like being so up close and personal with her every day. And like I watched this girl like fall on the track like in February and walk it off like it was, you know what I'm saying, like a cramp. But
okay, so she fell on the track. Again, what does that have to do with her assaulting you 3 times at an airport?
Get back up and had to take like a month and a half of just like rehab and trying to come back. And then 3 weeks later, like have a competition and like, you know what I'm saying, like she just has a lot of things going on and like a lot of emotions and forces going on inside of her that like not only I can understand, but nobody can, because she's one of one.
Okay, she's one of one. Again, that does not justify her behavior.
I'm one of one too, and so I know everything is happening in God's plan, because obviously.
Oh boy, here we go.
So that's really the main focus and the thing that I just wanted to say. And I know that like it's been a tough journey for her this year, but she's gonna bounce back. And like I said, I see it every day. She's the best female athlete in the world, and she's gonna be just fine. She's gonna be good, and I'm gonna be good too. So it is what it is.
Okay, and so my concern is this, guys. What my concern is this. You remember the OJ case, right? Before he allegedly killed Nicole, there were several domestic violence calls. Mark Furman famously was at the Simpson residence, I think on Gretna Green, many, many times because OJ had hauled off and whooped Nicole's ass. Well, eventually, OJ took it too far and allegedly stabbed her in the neck so many times it nearly decapitated her, and of course the rest is history. Right? The same happens for women, okay? I'm afraid for this guy's life. I'm afraid for this guy's life, okay? This woman literally, again, let's take a look at the video again. Let's take a look at the video, because again, I want to point out this is in public. This isn't in private. This is in public. There are people around, there are cameras, there are law enforcement. You're at an airport where there is a very low tolerance for these kind of shenanigans, and yet she couldn't control herself. She could not control herself in a public setting. I can't imagine what she's like in private. Case in point, Courtney Taylor, a.k.a. Courtney Clenny. Courtney Clenny famously, allegedly stabbed her boyfriend, Christian Abumsali, to death in Miami. That wasn't an isolated incident, okay? Multiple videos surfaced of her putting hands on him. We all saw the elevator video. Christian is minding his own business, trying to pick the floor, and Courtney is, dude, she's swinging on him. She's trying to hit him with object, like she's really going at him hard. And that wasn't the first time that Courtney Clenny had stabbed Christian Abumsali. She had stabbed him before. This is following the same pattern. This is following the same pattern. You got a volatile woman, an emotionally unstable woman, putting hands on a man, We have the video. We have the video to show it. We have the video. Oh, wait a minute. We have the video. We obviously have the video to show it. And eventually, look what's happening on the screen. Eventually, guys, if she gets upset enough, this is going to escalate past the point of no return. Guys, it's going to escalate past the point of no return. And when that happens, I'm telling you right now, man, in relationships, women are far more violent than men. And the reason for that is because women don't really understand the concept of violence. They really don't. They swing on men thinking that we're invincible. Yeah, I can just stab him or pew him, and he's going to be okay because he's a man. No, man. Like, dude, we bleed and we cut just like you guys do. And when you have a woman, when you have a female who escalates like this physically, at some point it's going to become extremely, extremely violent. That's how these things work. That's how these things work, y'all. You think Sha'Carri Richardson is going to learn from this? You think she's going to, do you think, and again, here's the thing. She hasn't even held herself accountable yet. As far as I know, she hasn't apologized or anything. Her boyfriend's out here making excuses for her. Look at this. He's making excuses for this bad behavior. She follows him around. And again, guys, like the typical man, he's trying to remove himself from the situation. What does she do? She follows him. Again, this is in public, guys. I can't even think about what might be happening in private. This is incredible. This is unbelievable. There she goes. She pushes him 3 times. Look, this is not hyperbolic, okay? I'm concerned for this man's life. If this woman can act like this in public, there is no telling what she might do in private. Incredible. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you.